So, I'm on this side of town to humor her. Because she's been pissed off that I've been in the Regency section for the last couple months. So, I told her, if she doesn't stay, I'm going back over there. It's up to you. If we stay here or do we go? You gonna stay here now? She missed this. So, hey, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina, Kristina. This is where I read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music, none of that fancy stuff going on here. And this is If Then 104, 105 round there. Or I lost count early in the beginning, but I have gotten around to it. It took me a really long time. But now if you D. Louise book series If Then, all the if then should come up. So this is March, and I was thinking of, we did all the cozies last year. If you haven't watched those, please go check all those out. Please, 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 please. I have done this stuff in the past, but this is a newer batch. I was using the Romantic Times Book Review magazine to pick and choose ones and then read you the actual reviews from it. But that has since passed. Romantic Times Book Review stopped in July of 2016. So I wanted to present this to you with newer books published in the last couple of years, more fresh materials. The older materials, if you Google stuff, the old stuff comes up. It comes up left and right. So we will be talking about the old stuff again. So this is If Then. This gave me an idea for like 5 or 6, because I was sick and I was just like, my mind was just blank, and I'm like, I need to think of stuff for If Then. I just couldn't get it going. So then I was thinking of March, and we did the leprechauns last year, and we did the phony baloney one. So this is witches. Actually, no, not witches. Fairies. Fairies, folklore, fantasies. So this is fairies. Next week will be witches. Sorry. And I've got another one that I got once the bank opened of ideas, the ideas came flowing, but it took a while because I was just flat on my back for a while. Then we had some personal stuff going. But anyways, so this is If Then Fairies. And our first book is Holly Black, The Prisoners of Throne. So it was fairies and fantasy. Prince Oak is paying for his betrayal, imprisoned in the icy north and bound to the will of monstrous new queen. He must rely on the charm and calculation to survive. When High King Cardan and High Queen Jude go to extremes to achieve their stolen heir, Oak must decide whether to attempt to regain control of regain the trust of the girl he's always loved, or remain loyal to Elfame and end Ren's reign, even if that means ending her too. I don't know. What do you think? Alright. The Tomb of Dragons. We need to know. I did a dragon podcast. I need to do a dragon podcast. We did one. We need to do an up-to-date one. We were doing Miss McKenna, McAfee, her group. We got to do a newer group now. While the title may be gone, his ever-present duties are not. Cellar contends with a municipal cemetery with 50 years of secrets, the damage of a reverend he's terrified to remember, and a group of miners who are more willing to trade Cellar's life for a chance at what they feel their own. Cellar doesn't have to face these impossible tasks alone. Joining him are his mentor, Velthro. Why do these people always choose the most unpronounceable names for their sci-fi? Why? I mean, when you're reading it, it's one thing, but when you're trying to pronounce it and speak it, it's a whole nother thing. Timasarian still finding her footing with the investigative nature of her job. Elena his beloved opera director friend and avid supporter Honora Chavanaugh, his stalwart friend and fellow prelate of Olus, and the valiant guard Captain Olgareth. How do these people say these words? A little on the cozier side. A twinkle to trouble. Courtney is delighted when her tiny friend Fiona returns from the fairy realm, appearing at the base of the cypress tree. When her ragged-out cat Pixie emerges from her own portal, aka the cat door, the three set off for a busy day, busier than usual, since Courtney has rented a small plot of land at Flower Farm, where she hopes to grow her own supplies for her fairy garden business. Plus, the annual Summer Blossom Festival is coming up, and Courtney has booked a booth. But the murder of Courtney's friend Genevieve casts a pall over the festival. Ever since Genevieve sold her floral business, she's been building a career as an influencer. She perennial opinionated, but in her new role, she becomes surprisingly vicious, dishing local entrepreneurs with nasty posts and unwanted bad reviews. That's landed a couple of Courtney's other friends on the suspect list, including Flower Farm owner Daphne Flores. When the second victim is discovered, seeds of doubt about Daphne's innocence sprout in Courtney's mind. What's gonna happen? Don't you hate? I just look kind of stupid when you curicle. Yeah. Oh shit! I just opened it. When you open a mail, you should really use a letter opener, not your finger. You get paper cuts. The thorns remain. I'm telling you, this podcast coming here. In 1919, in a Highland village forgotten by the world, the young people who remain after war and flu will soon head south to make something of themselves. Moira Jean and her friends ventured to the forest for a last night of laughter before parting ways. She too planned to leave once, but her lover died in France, and with him her future. Her friends light a fire and dance, but with every twirl about the flames, strange new dancers thread between the music streaming from the trees. The Fae have joined the dance. Dirty lying fairies. When Thea is dragged to a black tie gala at an art gallery, she doesn't expect to meet the handsome and dramatic owner Devon. With a personal tour of work and a kiss to her hand, Thea is unknowingly pulled into the world of Fae. She never believed in fairies until she started seeing them for herself, with strange creatures viable on the street and amazing colors flashing in shadows. Then Thea has to accept her truth. Fairies are real, and she is a changeling. As Thea copes with this new reality, she lives her last few days as a human before the big winter solstice, where she will complete her transformation. Really? She's gonna transform? Now, when I think of this woman, I think of vampires. And she went off kilter with vampires. I did a thing on it. Check out my vampire listings. But her Alyssa Day and Gina Showalter, they took vampires and merged it with Atlantis. It just didn't work for me, but I still have them all. I'm not going to get rid of them all. I still have them all. So anyways, naked guy on the cover. Hey, Selena. Naked guy on the cover. K-Saw the Unhinged Ones. I'm a Big Brother fan. You have to let me know if you know who K-Saw is. And I sent a poll out months ago. Not a single person has seen it. Hand to God, no one has seen it. YouTube just hasn't shown it to anybody. I'm not that popular. I'm a little pebble in the sea of YouTube. Queso the Unhinged One, the Fey King of Midnight, can drive anyone to madness with his song. A ruthless warrior forged to hate, he lives to force his enemies to their knees. He will stop at nothing to succeed, even abduct and seduce his foe's beloved bride, ensuring his own child one day sits on the male's throne. Except his prize escapes to the mortal realm before the first kiss. Her heart transplanted into humanity beauty with a dangerous secret. Chantal Cookie Bardot is a professional gamer girl, great at trash talking, bad at peopling. After a long-awaited surgery, she begins to morph into a powerful Fae princess. Catapulted into a strange land ruled by a cruel but seductive villain, she must battle flesh and blood monsters and navigate royal intrigues. Okay. Sean McGuire, Sleep No More. October is very happy with her life as the second daughter of the pure blood parents. Amandine and Simon Twinkle, born to be changeling handmaid to her beloved sister August. She spends her days working in the family tower, serving as August's companion and waiting for the day when her sister sets up a household of her own. Everything is right in October's fairy. Everything is perfect except it's a lie. October has been pulled from her own reality and thrown into a twisted interpretation of fairy, where nothing is as it should be and everything has been distorted to support Tatiana's ideals. Bound by Summer Queen's magic and thrust into a world turned upside down, October has no way of knowing who she can trust, who she can turn to, or even who she really is. She's got a lot to figure out. What do you think? What do you think? We got some books to read today. Do you like it over here? You like it over here than over in Regency. I know you do. The Scholar. The Scholar. The Scholar and the Last Fairy Door. H.G. Parry. Camford, 1920, gilded and glittering. England's secret magical academy is no place for Clover, a commoner. She's only there to find a cure for her brother Matthew, one of the few survivors of the deadly fairy attack on the battlefields of World War I. When Clover catches the eye of the golden boy Alden Lennox Fontaine and his friends' doors that were previously closed to her are flung wide open. But during the summer she spends in Alden's orbit and deadly secrets are unearthed, the consequences will only be understood many years later when it's too late. Oh, okay. A Feather So Black. LYRA SELENE. In a kingdom where magic has been lost, Fia is a rare changeling left behind by the wicked fair folk. When they stole the High Queen's daughter Ella and retreated behind the locked gates of the folk realm, rather than leave Fae outcast, the Queen takes her in and trains her to be a spy. When a hidden gate to the folk realm is discovered, Fia is tasked by the Queen to retrieve the princess and break her curse. Accompanying Fia is Prince Rogan, her dearest childhood friend and Ella's betrothed. As they journey through the forest of the folk, Fia's mission is complicated by her feeling for Rogan. Oops. This is what fairy tales covers should look like. The third installment in the heartwarming and enchanting Emily Wilde series about curmudgeonly scholar of folklore and the Fae princess she loves. I was gonna bring the first one, but like I said, I was trying to stick to the newer versions. This is the newest one published. Emily Wilde has spent her life studying fairies. A renowned dryadologist, she has documented hundreds of species of folk in her Encyclopedia of Fairies. Now she's about to embark on her most dangerous academic project yet, studying the inner workings of a fairy realm as its queen. She's gonna go become queen? I wish her luck. Okay, now, there's another lady on the shelves behind me. She's over there. All the books are over there. This is the latest one. That's why I've got it here. I would bring out the others, but my voice is going. So we're just going to stick to these last two. And if you haven't gone back and seen my Karen Marie Moaning video, please go check those out. The Fae Realm, I go through all the books. She originally goes there to save her sister, and then she becomes involved in this whole thing. But Karen Marie Moaning, Kingdom of Shadow and Light. From the moment Michaela Lane arrived in Dublin to hunt her sister's murderer, she's had to fight one dangerous battle after the next. She survived to secure power, to keep her city safe, to protect the people she loved. And her sister's not dead. If you've gotten to this point in the series, you know her sister isn't dead. Her sister turned evil. Oh, do you hear Casanova? Casanova don't like girls. No, he likes me. He just doesn't like girl cats. He's afraid of them. They're the boss. They rule. Now, as High Queen of the Fae, Maeve faces her greatest challenge yet, ruling the race she was born to hunt and kill. A race that wants her dead yesterday so they can put a pure-blood Fae queen on the throne. But challenges with her subjects are the least of her concerns when an ancient deadly foe resurfaces, changing not only the rules of the game, but the very game itself, intimidating a catastrophic sequence of events that have devastating consequences and leave Mac questioning everything she's ever learned. Mac has been through a lot by this book. She has been through a lot. You got to read the earlier versions to get the full story and the full story with it. Now, I bring this last one up because there is actually a new one coming out, or the author has promised us there's a new one coming out by the end of the year. Supposedly it's in the hands of the editors, and it's been going back and forth with the editors for, I would say, almost 6, 7, 8 months by now. We should know something soon. I was expecting maybe a June release, but I'm thinking now it's going to be a November release. And she hasn't written these books in 10 years. There are 9 of them up there on my shelf. Let's see. Oh, they're at the other end. Those over there. Where that orange book is, those are the Mary Gentry books. And then, of course, this is her alter ego, Anita. But, it's okay. Mary is, Fae, or Seelie, and she's part of the High Court, or the Low Court, or the Fae Court. And if you read these books, be prepared for adult situations. She started writing, and Laurel started writing these when she was frustrated with Anita, before Anita there's 20 people in Anita's bed now, but in the beginning it was like, oh no, hell no. Don't get me started on Anita, I'll get off on a tangent. But so Mary was there's, like I said, there's 9 books in the series. She left. And the 9th book ended sort of happily. And according to Laurel, for Mary to come back, something would have to go wrong. And Mary, the character, did not want anything to go wrong. She didn't want to have to deal with anything. She was happy the way things ended. But it's taken 10 years. There's a new one coming out. We'll see how it comes out. If it comes, it should be out this year. It should be out in 2026. But we're all patiently waiting for the next Anita. My name is Meredith Gentry, but of course it's not my real name. I dare not whisper my name after dark for fear that one hushed word will travel over the night winds to the ear of my aunt, the queen of air and darkness. She wants me dead. I don't know why. I fled the High Court of Faerie 3 years ago and have been hiding ever since. I ran as far as the land would take me, stopped only by the shore of the Pacific Ocean, and the fact that if I used my passport, the Bureau of Human and Fae Affairs would have been notified, and they would have told my relatives, and my relatives would have killed me. As Mary Gentry, I'm a private investigator for the Gray Detective Agency. Supernatural problems, magical solutions. My magical skills, which are scorned at the court of Fae, are valued in the human world, even by human standards. My magic isn't flashy. Fine by me, flashy attracts too much attention, and I can't afford them. Sightings of Princess Meredith are now more popular than the Elvis sightings. So if you want a little mystery for the first couple books, and then a lot of adult situation for the next couple books, tune in to Mary Gentry's World, or Mary's World we call her. And if you could please hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. If you could please check out the Voyager recaps earlier today. Don't forget Flashback Mondays. We're working our way through 2017. If you haven't seen the earlier versions of Flashback Monday, please go check those out. D. Louise book series Flashback Monday. I've also made a list of those. I finally got around to doing it. And my unboxing. If anybody in the world does an unboxing on YouTube, they know what's in the box. They absolutely know what's in the box. They do. Don't let them lie to you. It's either they've ordered it or someone sent them a gift. But I get a delivery of boxes that I have no need for. I do not want. We get the delivery. We open them up. And we divide them up into the different charities, and off they go. They're out of my house in 72 hours flat. We've been doing really good. Over a year now. The books come in on Friday, and they leave on Sunday. So please check out all those unboxing videos, and of course my daily book reviews. I read a lot of books, and I want to read them and share them with you. I could use all the likes and subscribes I can get. I hope you have a good day.